Generally, even with the different kinds of microwaves, the brand recommendation would be the same. You know, so if one brand does good with this microwave, they generally do good with all the other type of microwaves. So that does make it a little easier. What's really interesting about microwaves is it'll have the brand on the outside, but inside the parts may be made by a totally different company. Like Samsung really makes a lot of parts for a lot of different microwaves. So it may be like a Sharp on the outside, but it'll have a Samsung magnetron. Most of the time when you're comparing brands, it's going to be more so the features that are available in the design. I have a tendency to be pretty critical of GE on a lot of their appliances. But like even a GE microwave would have no problem with. There's really not a whole lot of them I wouldn't recommend as far as quality and longevity. There are some that if you do want to have your microwave worked on, it's harder to find people to work on them. And it's also harder to find parts and support online. Like Magic Chef is kind of an example of that. They're good microwaves, but it's really hard to get parts for them. And I've had cases in the past where even if it was a warranty type call, we actually had to go out and diagnose, contact the Magic Chef parts distributor, have them order the part, and then come back. So it's kind of a process with them.
Yeah, I guess as opposed to something like a Samsung where they're just everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, where we just go out, it's super easy to find parts. As far as brands, Samsung, I kind of hate on them a little bit for just having way too many bells and whistles that people don't need. But generally, all of the features they have on their microwaves are pretty cool. You know, a lot of their microwaves have the controls on the door itself, so it just is a lot more of a sleek design. And they just have kind of a lot of cool features. When you look at your, you know, more domestic type brands, Kenmore, Whirlpool, Maytag, those are generally a little more simple in design unless you get like a Kenmore Elite or one of the more designer lines of that model. And so those are good, real simple. Let's see, I'm trying to think of what other. LG makes a good microwave. Yeah, that's fortunately about microwaves. You don't really have to be too picky. That is one where you can literally just choose the one that you like the way it looks the best and be pretty confident you're still getting a good product.
Yeah, it's really good to know, especially compared to other things where, you know, like TVs or something where it does start to really matter.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.